At one point, Matt was untouchable. Not in the celebrity sense, but in the way viewers believed in him. People didn't just watch his videos, they trusted him. And when that trust cracked, it didn't happen all at once. It happened quietly, slowly. And by the time most fans noticed, the damage was already done. Early on, Matt's off-road recovery felt like the opposite of YouTube polish. No fake drama, no manufactured storylines, just real mistakes in real places with real consequences. Someone would get stuck in a canyon, buried in sand, or dangling on the edge of nowhere, and Matt showed up, calm, confident, capable. That authenticity was everything. Viewers felt like they were watching something pure, a guy helping people because it was the right thing to do, not because it made good content. And that belief is powerful. Once people emotionally buy into that idea, they stop watching critically. They stop questioning motives. They root for you without realizing it. As the channel grew, so did the operation. Bigger equipment, more crew, better cameras, more consistent uploads. On the surface, it all made sense. Growth was expected, but growth always comes with pressure to keep delivering moments that feel impossible, emotional, and unforgettable. That's when subtle changes started creeping in. Recoveries began to feel more structured. Scenarios lined up a little too neatly. The pacing shifted. Long-time viewers couldn't always explain what felt different, they just knew it did. And when fans feel something shift but can't put it into words, curiosity turns into suspicion. Then came the quiet period. Fewer uploads, less communication. And behind the scenes, something far more serious was unfolding. When reports surfaced about insurance claims connected to Matt's towing business, it hit the community like a cold shock. Not because of the money, but because of what it implied. The allegations suggested that what viewers saw on screen didn't always match what was reported off screen. That single idea was enough to make people reevaluate everything they thought they knew. Matt's response wasn't explosive, it wasn't dramatic, it was controlled, legal, reserved. He entered a plea that avoided jail time but confirmed accountability. And in the YouTube world, silence often speaks louder than explanation. For some fans, that was enough. Mistakes happen, systems are flawed, move on. For others, it felt like a line had been crossed not legally, but morally. Because the channel wasn't built on perfection, it was built on honesty. What made things worse wasn't just the case, it was what followed. People started noticing who wasn't around anymore. Crew members who once felt inseparable from the channel quietly vanished. No send-offs, no detailed explanations, just absence. And absence invites speculation. Then came vague comments, carefully worded statements, subtle hints dropped in unrelated videos. Nothing direct, nothing you could point to and say, that's it. But together, they painted a picture of tension behind the scenes. Some viewers began wondering whether the channel had shifted its priorities. Was it still about helping people, or had it become about creating moments that performed well? Were recoveries happening naturally, or were risks being encouraged because risk equals views? Those questions don't need answers to be dangerous. Once they exist, trust erodes on its own. The fan base slowly fractured. One side stayed loyal, defending Matt with the same intensity they once celebrated him. They argued that no one builds something that big without making enemies. That the internet loves tearing people down. That success paints targets. The other side didn't hate him, and that's what made it worse. They were disappointed. They felt like they'd been invited into something real, only to realize parts of it may have been curated all along. That's when the phrase started spreading, "They've lost all trust," not shouted, not screamed, just quietly repeated. And once trust becomes a conversation topic, it's already gone. Even now, every new upload is viewed through a different lens. Fans pause more, analyze more, question more. Where they once felt excitement, they now feel caution. That shift is subtle, but permanent. The hardest part for Matt isn't criticism, it's skepticism. Because skepticism doesn't fade quickly. It doesn't get resolved with one good video or one strong statement. It lingers. And the irony is this Matt is still skilled, still capable, still experienced. None of that disappeared. What changed was perception. And perception is everything when your brand is built on being real. Some believe time will heal it. That consistency and transparency can slowly rebuild what was lost. Others believe the channel crossed a threshold it can never fully return from. because once viewers feel manipulated, even accidentally, they never watch the same way again. That's what makes this story so compelling. It's not about downfall, it's not about cancellation, it's not even about guilt. It's about what happens when a creator's biggest strength becomes their biggest vulnerability. Because in the world of online fame, you can recover trucks, vehicles, and impossible situations. But once people stop believing in you, that might be the one thing you can't tow back.